Bats get a bad rap. Maybe it's Bram Stoker's fault for linking them to vampires. But Marco Wendt, wildlife ambassador for the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance, points out that out of about 1,400 bat species, only 3 feed on blood.
Most bats are insectivores. They eat insects like mosquitoes, as an example, but many are pollinators, eating fruit and nectar from a lot of the plant species found around the world.
These bats are vital for pollinating flowers and spreading seeds. Donna Kent works with bats at the safari park, and she'd like to dispel a common myth.
Yeah, so many myths. So a bat is not going to fly in your hair unless it's a 6-foot-tall bouffant loaded with hairspray, and there are moths in your hair. So many misconceptions, and what we fear we usually don't like, and what we don't know we don't like. So the more you know, the better.
And Kent knows a lot about the Rodriguez Island fruit bats she spends her days with.
They're only found on Rodriguez Island, which is in the Mauritius Island complex in the middle of the Indian Ocean.
Rodriguez Island fruit bats are from a tropical habitat, so the exhibit is warm and humid to keep them happy. They're also an endangered species.
Back in 1979, they were virtually wiped off the island. Only 70 of those bats remained after a tropical cyclone went through. But conservationists thought ahead, brought some of those bats into a breeding situation, which we are part of. So again, today the numbers are at least 20,000, but in the grand scheme of things, that's nothing.
Kent has a daily routine with the bats, whose personalities she's come to know.
We do a head count to make sure everyone is all right and healthy and hanging upside down like they should be. We then clean up. So when a fruit bat eats fruit, it's different than us humans. We chew and swallow. A fruit bat chews. They extract all of the juice and fluid, and then they spit out the fiber. So we clean up little bat pancake patties of fiber all over the ground. Then it's time to prep their diet. They get a fancy fruit salad.
When Kent puts out the fruit skewers, the sleepy bats can show their agility.
And bats are in the order Chiroptera, chiro referring to hand and ptera, wings. So they are the hand-winged mammals. Favorite fact about a bat is bats are the only flying mammal. Everyone says, no, there's flying squirrels, there are gliders and such. They glide, they do not flap. Bats are the only flapping, truly flying mammal.
In addition to the Rodriguez bats, the safari park also provides a refuge for native bat species, says Ollie Zerbel, wildlife care supervisor.
Here at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park, we do a lot of incredible work with bats. We've got over 20 bat boxes on the property, and the bats are going to live in them during the day. They're going to zoom out at night, go hunt some bugs, and then fly back in for the protection the next morning.
The bats also enjoy the park's Baja Gardens.
We have a lot of native bat species that have often used this as a food source and help pollinate a lot of the plants, like the Mexican long-tongued bat, which is an infamous bat known for pollinating a very special plant known as the agave. And if your listeners are not aware, the agave plant is where we get our wonderful tequila and mezcal. So big kudos for the Mexican long-tongued bat.
Visitors can stop by the safari park this week or anytime to learn more about these amazing but often misunderstood flying mammals.
Here at the Safari Park at the Bat Exhibit, I'm Beth Accomando for KPBS News.